fight. Trying to see where the life take me, so I roll the dice. Look up to no one else, but yeah, I was shy. I got real power, Hebrew Israelite.
Joel chapter 2 and verse 1.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 47 and verse 1.
Oh, clap your hands. What the Lord say? Oh, clap your hands. All you people, shout unto God with a voice of triumph. Read it again. Shout unto God with a voice of triumph. We came out here to magnify the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. The Lord said, shout our voice unto triumph, man. And amongst these nations, man. Read on. For Yahweh. For what? For Yahweh. Most High is terrible. He is a great king. He's a what? He's a great king. We got the great king. We serve the great king, man. We serve Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We had to introduce the Lord, the word to our Lord, man. Back then, the world already knew who our Lord was, man. Go to the book, what you holding? Go to Joshua 2 and verse 9, man. Read on. He is a great king over all the earth. Over what? Over all the earth. So, but like the brother said, it's sad that these nations don't know who our God is, man. But they're going to know, man. The Most High is going to make them figure it out. Read what you got, King.
It's the book of Joshua, chapter 2 and verse number 9. And she said unto the men, I know that the Lord.
What she say?
I know that the Lord.
Say, I know that the Lord, man. Read on.
Have given you the land. And that your terror is fallen upon us. And that all the inhabitants of the land faint because of you.
Do what?
Faint because of you.
And they faint because they see this right now. Go to Revelation chapter 11 and verse 10. They faint because we up here standing up here in unison. Right? What are these guys doing preaching the Bible and eloquently so on? Well, what's going on? Why are they so bold? Why are they teaching with authority, man? They faint because of us, because we magnified the Lord our God. Read on. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 11 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from God entered into them. So the Spirit of God entered into us, right? Read on. And they stood upon their feet. And they did what? And they stood upon their feet. And we standing upon our feet. We're no longer in the dust, man. We standing upon our feet. Like the brother said, we know who we are, man. We got our nationality. We got our heritage, right? Read on. And great fear fell upon them. What the Lord said? And great fear fell upon them. Great fear fell upon them. But this is nothing new, right? The Lord said these things that happened in the past got to happen all over again. We read about it in Joshua 2 and 9. Right? Read on. Which saw them, and they heard a great voice. Go to Esther chapter 9 and verse 2. It happened in the book of Joshua, during the time of Joshua. And guess what? It happened during the time of Esther. And it's happening during these times as well. Right? Read what you got. It's the book of Esther, chapter 9 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
The Jews gathered themselves together. Wait, what happened? The Jews gathered themselves together. What are we doing right now?
The Jews gathered themselves together.
The Jews are gathering themselves together again in these last days. Read on. In their cities, throughout all the provinces, in their cities throughout all the provinces, right? Chicago, Baltimore, Detroit. I mean, how many camps are having camp right now on the Sabbath day, man? Thousands across the world right now. Read on. Of the king of Swords, sister. Oh, no, we dealt with that, sister. Read on. Of the king of Swords, to lay hand on such as sought their hurt, and no man could withstand them.
Why?
For the fear of them. For the what?
For the fear of them.
Fell upon all the people. Fell upon all the people, right? So there's nothing new under the sun. The fear of them fell upon all the people, just like it's happening right now. Because we're standing upon our feet, coming back to who we are. Go to Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 4. Read what you got, kid.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 1.
Out.
The hand of the Lord was upon me.
What do you say?
The hand of the Lord was upon me. And carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones.
And we're in the midst of the valley, man. This dark and shadowy place, right? And all we see is bones, dry bones, ashy bones, no lotion. Out here in Chicago. Come hear the words of the Lord, me and mama. If you are a Hispanic, you gotta separate from the so-called white woman. Get you a black Hispanic Native American woman, man. Right? Look how she sit on him, man. Read on, read what you got.
Reading on. And caused me to pass by them, round about. And behold, there was very many in the open valley.
And there's very many in the open valley. We seen that with our people, man. You know?
It reads, and lo, they were very dry.
Right?
And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?
The Lord asked him.
Can these bones live?
Hey, sometimes we may ask that question. Can these bones live, man? You see the state of our people, man, at such a low state. Hey, can these bones live? Are we seeing all these different? I mean, at the workplace, 2 Jakes got in a fight 2 days in a row, man. 2 different Jakes got in a fight 2 days in a row. And both of them said the same thing. All right, after work, I'm come outside and I got something for you, man. Different Jakes with the same mindset. Can these bones live, man? Right? But what the Lord said, real?
And I answered, O Lord, thou knowest.
Right?
Again, he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones.
What is the remedy?
Prophesy upon these bones.
What we gotta do?
Prophesy upon these bones.
And now we gotta prophesy on these bones. That's the only way to heal our people, man. I mean, Yahushua was a doctor. He healed our people. What you holding? Go to Luke chapter 5 and verse 17. We gotta prophesy unto these bones. We gotta have the spirit of prophecy. What's going on, sister? What's going on? What's going on, family? 2 minutes. See, that's all you're gonna see downtown Chicago. The so-called interracial marriages, man, is mostly Eve with the so-called white man. All right, read what you got. Can't hold that. Read what you got.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 5 and verse 17.
Bring it out.
And it came to pass on a certain day, as he was teaching.
As he was what?
As he was teaching.
Yahushua was prophesying. He was teaching. You know?
That there were Pharisees and doctors of the law.
And what?
And doctors of the law. Sitting by, which were come out of every town.
What's going on, brother? How you doing, brother? What's going on? You see yourself on that, son?
Yes, I do.
Where you see yourself at?
Each and every one except for the ones that's not my heritage, and that's American blacks. Anything that got to do with American blacks.
All right, so you said you're American black?
Yeah.
You believe in the Bible?
I believe in it all. We believe in everything.
Well, hold on, stop talking, brother, for 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Let me talk to you real quick.
Yes.
So you say you believe in the Bible? Do you believe in the scriptures?
Yes, we believe.
Okay. And so you say you're American black?
Yes.
You know God talks about the American blacks in the Bible?
What does he
Your history?
What he says.
Well, let's show you what he says. Right, go to the book of Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2. Don't you believe we got the most ancient history? Go to Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 8. Go to Jeremiah 31 and start at verse 35. The Lord is dealing with our people, and we are his chosen people on the face of the earth.
Right.
And his chosen people are still here to this very day. Hold on, read this.
Jeremiah chapter 14 verse 2.
Bring it out.
Judah mourneth.
Judah what?
Judah mourneth.
What does the word mourneth mean, or mourning? Like when you're a mourning?
Warning, that can mean that you're hurting for a loss from
A loss of somebody, you go to the funeral, you're mourning. The Lord said Judah, the black, Hispanic, and Native Americans are in mourning right now, as if we lost somebody, right? I mean, look at the state of our people. Read on.
And the gates thereof language.
Gates represent your leadership. Our leadership languages.
the gangster of language.
Notice the gates. The gates of language. Language means like to deteriorate. Right? We don't have any leadership in our society. Our leadership is Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne, Drake, right? LeBron James. They don't help us, brother. They teach us how to do evil.
Yeah, but they not evil.
Where's our judges? Why is the so-called white man, he has judges and captains and lieutenants to look up to, and we have to look up to Kanye West?
No, and that's crazy.
And that's crazy, right?
It make me feel the way that I should know better.
That you should know better, right? That you should have more knowledge, right? But that's why we out here, and the Lord is talking to our people.
Right.
So read on.
They are black.
They are what?
They are black unto the ground.
Right.
And the
Hold on, brother, where you going? Hold on, we're trying to show you something. Hold on, bro.
I gotta go. Time. That's the only thing.
Time.
That's the only
You don't got time for the Lord.
Always.
Well, so stay up here, bro.
I'm stuck on that subject in my head.
And stop. Go to Deuteronomy 28, man. All right. We trying to give brothers the remedy, man. We trying to prophesy and teach like the Lord did, man.
Right.
We trying to give brothers the remedy up here, but they don't want it, man. They don't want the healing, man, because of time. It takes too long. Like the brother said, hey, everything got to be quick with Jake. Everything got to be quick. We used to have time. We used to have that peace. But now we don't, man. Where what you got?
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness.
And what?
And blindness.
He's blind because he can't perceive what's happening up here. You got Jews gathering together, teaching the words of the Lord, prophesying the name of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, giving you your history back, but you blind to the fact. Can't see it. Read on.
And astonishment of heart.
And what?
And astonishment of heart.
Astonishment of heart, man. Our people, go to Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 9, I believe, man. People just groping at noonday. Right? Can't see what's going on. Read what you got.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 6 and verse number 9.
Bring it out.
And he said, go and tell this people, hear indeed, but understand not.
Right? They hear indeed, but they don't understand what's going on. You know?
And see ye indeed, but receive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart and convert and be healed.
And be what?
And be healed.
And be healed. You can be healed just by listening. You can be healed just by not talking for 2 minutes. You just listen, and the next thing you know, them sinews, man, start coming upon them dry bones, man. The flesh starts to come upon them dry bones, man. All you gotta do is sit and listen. I had a brother asked the sister to sit and listen just for 2 minutes. She said no. She couldn't do it. Hey, brother, 2 minutes. What's going on? You believe in God? You believe in God? We have great news for black people if you believe in God that you've never heard before, hands down. You've never heard this in church before. I'm going to show you. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. You have never heard this in church before. Go to Lamentations chapter 5 and verse 7. I can guarantee you this. Right? Because churches, they don't do what we're about to do right now, which is prove that black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, our history is documented in the Holy Bible from antiquity. And I'm going to show you. Read this.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
The things that happened to this ancient people in the Bible happened to our people in history, and we can link that up and we can show you that. Read this.
But it shall come to pass.
The Bible says it shall come to pass. You know what prophecy is? What is prophecy? Fulfillment, it comes to permission, a prophecy, right? Foretelling of the future. So the Lord said it shall come to pass. Remember, this is written during the time of Moses. Read on.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Telling the Israelites, if you don't listen to my voice, read on.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Remember, they entered into a covenant with God. If you don't keep my commandments, these are the things I'm going to do to you.
That all these curses,
All these what?
that all these curses.
What happens if you break a contract? What happens? You get litigated, you got fees, right? You got different things that may happen to you. You get put in jail, got fines to pay. If you break God's contract, if you enter into a contract with him, guess what? There's generational curses.
Right.
Right? Now hold on. Well, hold on. Let me finish this. Huh? This is for God. Now hold on. You never heard this in church. Let me ask you one. I'm gonna ask you one question, and then you can leave. I got you. 60 seconds. Read them.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake.
Now this is one curse in the Bible. I'm gonna ask you, who did this happen to? Read verse 68.
Verse number 68.
One curse.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Who went into slavery on slave ships in history? Who went into slavery on slave ships in history? Black men and women. God is talking to the Israelites 5,000 years ago. Why is that in the Bible? Have you ever heard that before? So if that happened to the Israelites and that happened to black people, according to God, are we black people or are we the ancient Israelites?
I wouldn't know about that, but I believe that we have a whole way, man.
No, I'm asking, in history, if these things happen to, because slave ships happen, right? So if these things happen to the Israelites, wouldn't that make us Israelites according to God? It would make sense, right? You hear it, but you hear it not. You see, but you see not, man. I mean, it's very, and we just read it. The Lord had that happen on purpose. We just read it. He said, I don't know. I've never heard that before. I gotta go. Right? I mean, it's disappointing. Go back to Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 1. don't know what's going on. All right, actually go to Jeremiah 15:6. Read that real quick. Jeremiah 15:6, man.
It's the book of Jeremiah.
Hispanics, Latinos. Hey, guess what? We got good news if you're Latino up here, man. Good news. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Y'all believe in God? 1 minute, bro. 1 minute, bro. Y'all believe in God? What's your nationality? What's your heritage? Where we see yourself at? We're a Mexican. If y'all believe in God, don't you know that Mexicans are considered God's chosen people in the Bible? Have you ever heard that before?
Right.
You have heard that? Go to 1 Chronicles 12:30. Your people's all up and down the Bible. But they give you what? They give you this guy. You know who this guy is? Who is this guy? Who is this white dude?
I seen it. They said that's not God. That's like just a picture they use.
That's Caesar Presents. That's a so-called white man they used in the 1400s, man. 1300s. And they set him up as the son of God. But he's not the son of God, man. We are the sons of God.
Right.
Go to Hosea chapter 1 and verse 10. We are the sons of God. Your people is up and down in the Bible. Hold on, I'm gonna read this for you. Read this.
It's the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 12 and verse 30.
Look it out.
And the children of Ephraim,
25.
verse
30.
1 Chronicles, chapter 12, verse 32.
Right.
And the children of
What the
Issachar,
Lord say?
and the children of Issachar,
Children of Issachar, read on.
which were men that had understanding of the time.
What was the Mexicans known for? For the calendar, for the Mayan calendar. Aztecs. Right? Y'all had understanding of the times. You ever heard of the Mayan calendar? You never heard of the Mayan calendar? Where they built the calendar, like the Mayans, they used the sun, moon, and the stars to develop that calendar. That's your history. Y'all are known for understanding of the times. You know?
To know what Israel, to know what Israel ought to do. The heads of them were 200, and all their brethren were at their command.
Right? Even, you know, the cartel, right? Don't they move like a military? Don't they move like an army? That's in the Bible. Our men were captains, our men were judges, and our men were officers in the scriptures. Go to 1 Chronicles 7:1. Y'all had understanding of the time, so whenever we went to war, y'all knew what time of day to go to war. That's your people. That's in the Holy Bible. Now hold on, read this.
1 Chronicles chapter 7 and verse 1.
Right.
Now the sons of Issachar.
Now the what?
Now the sons of Issachar.
Don't you know you a son of Issachar? You know, you didn't know that because they never told you that. But now we're giving you your history back. This is the truth. You are the son of Issachar. You know?
Were Tola and Pua and Jeshab and Shimron 4.
Right.
And the sons of Tola,
Right.
Uzziah and Raphiah and Jerel,
Right.
and Jeremiah,
Right.
and Jibsam,
Uh-huh.
and Shemuel,
Right.
heads of their father's house.
No, they were the lowest of their families.
Heads of their father's house.
Right.
To wit of Tola, they were valiant men.
They were scary.
They were valiant
They
men.
were fearful.
They were valiant men.
Mexicans in the Bible are valiant men, meaning courageous. Read on.
Of might.
Of what?
Of might.
They were soft.
Of might.
Right? They were weak.
Of might.
Right.
In their generations, whose number was in the days of David 220,600.
In our generations, but in this generation, don't you think Mexicans are still strong people? They can work 24 hours a day, 5 days a week just to provide for their family. They do that all the time. You may know some people like that in your family that work all the time. Right? Guess what? That's in the Bible, man. Right? That they were valiant and strong men. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. What happened to our people? If we were valiant, we were strong, why are we at the bottom of society? What happened? Why we live this way? We God's people, what happened? You believe in the Bible, right? You believe in the Bible or God? Hey, what if God gave you a solution or gave you a reason why our people live like this? Would you believe it? I'm going to show you. Go to Song of Three Holy Children, chapter 1 and verse 8. I'm going to show you the reason why we go through these things and why Mexicans hate Mexicans. Venezuelans hate Mexicans. Mexicans hate Dominicans. Dominicans hate Jamaicans. Jamaicans hate black people. Why are these people hating each other so much, man, when they come from the same lineage of people? They come from, we are the same people, brother. Right? Let me show you. Read this.
It's the book of the Psalms of the three holy children. Verse 8.
Not my words, God's words.
Wherefore, all that thou hast brought upon us, and everything that thou hast done. Verse 7. In all things have we trespassed. Have we what? Have we trespassed?
So, brother, we trespassed. You know what it means to trespass? What if somebody trespassed you? What if somebody trespassed you or crossed? Or you told them to do something, and they said, okay, I'm going to do it, but they never did it. That's trespassing. You know?
And not obey thy commandment.
And what?
And not obey thy commandment.
They didn't obey your commandment. They didn't listen to you. Do you know God gave us certain things to do as his chosen people, and we didn't do it? You understand that, brother? God gave you brother in the red jacket. God gave Mexicans certain things to do on the earth that y'all didn't do. That's why we had a lower state in this world. That's why we get walked on by the other nations. That's why we in everybody's restaurants, cooking, getting $15 an hour, 14, while we make the other nations rich. Why do these things happen? We transgress God's commandment. Read on.
Nor kept them.
Nor what?
Nor kept them. Right? Neither done as thou hast commanded us, that it might go well with us.
Don't you think if we listened to what God said, it would actually went well with us? We would be ruling the earth right now. Y'all would still be heads of your father's household. I mean, why did we break God's commandments? Why did we do these things? But now, let me ask you a question. If we broke God's commandments and we are the lowest state in the society, what do we have to do to get back on top? What do we have to do if we broke God's commandments? Huh? Ask for forgiveness and start to do what now? To keep his word. If we broke his commands, we have to follow his what? His commandments. We have to follow his commands. What are some of the commands that our people were given to do? That the Mexicans were told by God to do? And hey, guess what? Now we have to show you. Because these things, right here, you look right here, slavery, right? Mexicans in the strawberry fields, in comiendas, being sent and shipped back to Spain. Getting Oregon, California, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, snatched from the so-called white man. Right? And put your arms to Mexico. And now they're building a wall. You can't come back over here. That's all in. Why did those things happen to us? Because we broke God's commandments. Now we got to keep God's commandments in order to show you how to keep God's commandments. So we don't have to keep being subject to get onto these things. Don't you want to reverse these curses on our people? Yeah, you don't want to continue. You don't want your sons growing up here, man. In this place, ruled by so-called white men in these other nations, man. So we have to show you how to keep these commandments according to God. Right. Go to Deuteronomy 14 and verse 8. Now I'm going to show you a commandment. I'm going to give you one. I know you got to go. I'm going to give you one commandment. All right, read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy.
You probably never heard this before. I'm going to show you this. Read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
And the swine.
Hold on, brother. Where you going? I said, to hell with that, man. He just got all this knowledge and cast it to the side. Go to the book of Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 18. Proverbs 1 and verse 18. It's okay. Go to Psalm chapter 94 and verse 16. It's okay. It's not for everybody, man. We out here hunting, man. We out here searching. Right? Yeah, 94 and verse 16. What's going on, brothers? You got 2 seconds to learn something new?
Come on, brother.
Hey, y'all want to educate yourself for 2 minutes? Y'all have no time for knowledge? Read what you got.
The song.
Chapter 94 and verse number 16.
Bring it out.
Who will rise up for me against the evildoer?
The Lord said,
Who will rise up for me against the
yeah,
evildoer?
who's going to rise up for me against the evildoers, man? The people that want to hear the words of life for 5 minutes and just walk off when you're about to get the commandments, man. Yeah, it's going to irritate you. Yeah, it's going to get to you. But the Lord said, who's still going to rise up for me? In the cold, in the hot, in the chief places of concourse. Who's going to do it? Read on.
It reads, Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Against the what?
Against the workers of iniquity.
The Lord's asking who gonna do it, man. Who wants to? Right? Put your hand up, man.
Right.
Who's gonna want to do this work, man? Right? Against the demons, the wicked, right? Against these nations that try to come up against you, try to hinder the building. Right? Who's gonna do it? Right? You know?
Unless the Lord had been my help, my soul had almost dwelled in silence.
Read what you got, King.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
And they lay wait for their own blood. They lurk privately for their own lives.
Right.
So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain,
Right.
which taketh away the life of their own, therefore, Salaki, thereof. Wisdom crieth without.
What the Lord said,
Wisdom crieth without.
Wisdom's literally crying out right now. Crying out. I mean, shout. Where we doing?
She uttereth her voice in the street.
Where we at?
She uttereth her voice in the street.
Right.
She crieth in the chief places of concord.
Do any of you guys see yourselves on this sign right here? Where you see yourself at?
Nowhere, sorry.
You do, I'm gonna show you.
I don't, I'm sorry.
You don't what?
Oh,
See that? Prideful, man. I don't, I'm sorry. And it's peel off with the so-called white woman in the midst of darkness, man.
Right.
All right, read what you got.
She crieth in the chief places of concourses.
Right.
In the opening of the gate. In the what? In the openings of the gate.
What's behind us?
In the openings of the gate.
It's literally happening in the openings of the gates, man. Right? You got that gate open down there. You got that gate open down there that's flowing with people in and out, man. Right? And wisdom's crying without in the streets, man. You got sodomy and lesbianisms in 2024, man, 2023, man. Madness, man. Right? And they're doing that, and guess what? Their birth rate is decreasing on earth, man.
Right.
Everybody's getting populated in their so-called land, man. All right, read on.
In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long?
How what?
How long?
Right? Ye simple ones.
How long, you idiots?
Right.
Right? Are you going to continue to love what?
Will you love simplicity?
Will you what?
Will you love simplicity?
You just want to be simple, man. You love simplicity. I mean, you have the opportunity to hear the words of life, man. And they decide to be simple. They decide to be foolish, man. I mean, our forefathers dealt with our people, man. Go to Sirach 51 and verse 24. Our forefathers dealt with these foolish Israelites, man. And we're dealing with the king's children. Read on.
And the scorners delight in their scorning. And fools hate knowledge.
And what?
And fools hate knowledge.
Go to Zephaniah 1 and 8. It's okay though. Because y'all want to hate knowledge. Y'all don't want to get your heritage. Y'all want to continue sinning up and down in the land of the living, man. Right? Hey, guess what, man? The Lord got something for you king's children, man. The Lord has a lot of things coming your way. And y'all going to have to deal with it. Right? Because the judgment is going to come to the house of Israel first, man. It's going to come to the ancients of the heads of the house of Israel. Read what you got. In Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8. Read what you got.
The book of Sirach, chapter 51, and verse number 24.
Right.
Wherefore are you slow?
Sirach asked,
Wherefore are you slow?
wherefore are you slow? Like, why are y'all slow? Why are y'all idiots? Why are y'all foolish? Wherefore are you slow? Read on.
Wherefore are you slow? And what say you of these things?
And what?
And what say you these
And
things?
what propels y'all to say the things that y'all say? I mean, what thoughts and cogitations come into your mind to even fix your tongue to utter some of the words that y'all say, man? All right, read on.
It reads, seeing your souls are very thirsty.
What?
Seeing your souls are very
And
thirsty.
they see their soul is thirsty.
Right.
They know it's the truth. I mean, they absolutely know it's the truth, man. That brother up here with the damn green hat and red pants knew it was the truth.
Right.
He said, I know. He said, I understand. Look, Israel, we this. And he just peeled off. Knowing his soul is very thirsty. Read on.
Reading on. I opened my mouth and said, buy her for yourselves.
What we say?
Buy her for yourselves.
And what are we doing right now? We out here selling wisdom, man. We out here giving out wisdom and buy her for yourselves, man. Come on, it's cheap. It takes 2 minutes, right? You ain't gonna hear this nowhere else, man. We literally selling it out here, man. You're not gonna hear this in a Christian church. We got some new information that just dropped, fresh off the truck. Never heard it before. Limited time.
Right.
Every day. Giving it out, man. But what? Read on.
It reads, I opened my mouth and said, buy her for yourselves without money.
Without what?
Without money.
It's free. We're giving it out for free. Free samples. Here, come get it. Come get the truth. You got Christians selling holy water for $29.99.
Right.
Selling Bible scriptures. Yeah, pamphlets. You get one pamphlet, two for $2.99, man. Right? They selling questions. If you want this breakdown, you gotta unlock it in the next package.
Right.
That's madness. But we give it wisdom for free, huh? Yeah, ATM in churches, man.
What?
Yeah, you gotta work your way up. You got rankings in this thing, man.
Oh.
Package deals. Right, read on.
Read it on. Put your neck under the yoke.
Right.
And let your soul receive instruction.
And let your soul receive instruction. That's the problem with our people. They hate instruction. They hate instruction, man. They don't want to be told what to do, man. Right? They do not want to be told what to do. Read what you got. Zephaniah 1 and 8.
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse number 8.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice.
In the what?
In the day of the Lord's sacrifice.
That's the thing, though, man. Once this wisdom go out, and once we stop declaring this wisdom, and once it's not on sale no more, and we're not selling it to the people, and guess what? Now it's the day of the Lord's sacrifice, man. Read on.
That I will punish the princes.
I will do what?
I will punish the princes.
And the what?
And the king's children.
And the what?
And the king's
I
children.
mean, we're looking at the king's children, man. We're looking at the children of Israel, man. We amongst the nations, mingled amongst the heathen, man. Learning their works, doing their ways, refusing instruction. But the day of the Lord's sacrifice is going to come upon our people. Read on.
And all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
And clothed in strange apparel. Right? That's not just talking about the physical garments, that's talking about the spiritual garments as well.
Right.
They got the Babylonian garments on, man. They got the garments of America on, man.
Right.
They just dressed all, it's all out of order, man. Go to Tobit chapter 4 and verse 12. Right? The Lord told us to come out here and give the garments to those that need it, man. Right? You got spirit, there's all types of madness or mismatching spiritually. Read what you got, King.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 15 and verse number 2.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass,
Right.
if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth?
What they say?
Whither shall we go forth?
So what we do, all right? And this is after it's too late, man. This is during the day of the Lord's sacrifice. Whither shall we go forth? Hey, brother with the hat, with the dreads. What's going on, man? Let me talk to you for a second, 2 minutes. You see yourself on the sign? Where you see yourself at? Where is your ethnicity or where is your heritage? You come from the Bahamas? I'm Jamaica. We come from the same parts. You believe in God? Y'all believe in God? What about y'all? Do y'all believe in God? Or some type of higher power? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? What's your father? Your dad's Filipino and black? What's your grandfather? You may be an Israelite according to the Bible. What about you? You Hawaiian? Mongolian? What about you? What's your father? Puerto Rican black? Alright, okay. What about you? Filipino? What about you? Okay. So we got some Israelites, we got some that are not Israelites. The reason why we're asking these different questions, because go to Acts 17 and 26. Do y'all believe, have you ever heard of the Bible or things? Okay, so in the Bible, contrary to how it's taught, there are nations that God set up in the Bible. He created 18 nations of people. And we're telling everybody who they are according to the Bible or who their nationality is today. Because a lot of our people may say, well, we're Hawaiian, we're Mongolian, we're Puerto Rican and black, but these are not terms that God called anybody in the scriptures. So when you go into the Bible and you link yourself up with these nations, there are promises that come with them. And we're going to show you that if you are in Israel. Read what you got.
Book of Acts, chapter 17 and verse 38. 26. And it reads, and has made of one blood all nations.
All what?
All nations.
Right.
Of men, for to dwell on the face, the earth, on all the face of the earth.
Right. So there are nations on the face of the earth, and they're still here to this very day. We have to identify which nation that we come from. Now, go to Numbers 1 and 18. The reason why we ask what your father is, because it goes by the seed line of your father. Whatever your father is, that's what you would be. So if you are an Israelite, or if you say you're black or Hispanic or Native American, if you see yourself on this sign, we have really, really, really good news for you. We have great news for you if you see yourself on this sign. Right? Now look diligently. Read what you got.
Book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Bring it out.
And it reads, and they assembled all the congregation together
Right.
on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigree.
Their what?
And they declared their pedigree
Pedigrees, your lineage. Read on.
after their families, by the house of their fathers.
By the what?
By the house of their fathers.
So by the house of your fathers, you declare your pedigree. So wherever your father is, that's what you are. Now, have y'all ever heard of the Hebrews or the Israelites? All right, what you hear about them? What y'all hear about them? Okay, they exist. Okay, do they still exist? They do, right? And who are they today? Who declares themselves Jewish or Israeli? I mean, y'all heard about the war in the Middle East? I mean, is the Palestinians versus who? Israel. They're the ones calling themselves the Israelites. Did you know in the Bible that's not true?
Right.
Did you know that was a lie according to God? And that's documented in the Bible that they were lying, that they're the Israelites when they're really aren't. So who would be the Israelites today then? Who will be the true Jews? Can I show you on the Bible? Go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. Go to the book of Lamentations chapter 5 and verse 7. We're about to show you, according to ancient history, thousands of years predated, that the Israelites, you're looking at them. Some of y'all may be Israelites. And that's according to the text. I'm going to show you this. And remember, this is not a religion. This is not something you convert to. Because what is your ethnicity or your heritage? That comes with a culture, a language, right? A government structure.
Right.
You can't convert to being Chinese.
Right.
Right? That's just something that you were born into. You have to be born into an Israelite according to your father. Now I'm going to show you this. Read this.
Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse number 7.
Bring it out.
And it reads, our fathers have sinned. Verse 3, we are orphans.
We are what?
We are orphans and fatherless.
God left certain gems or symbols in the Bible to show who would we be. So the Israelites, they were orphans and fatherless. Who's known for not having a father in the household? Who's known for not just having their father in the household? They weren't raised with their father. Who'd you say? What nation of people? What ethnicity? You got it, brother. I know you got an answer.
I was gonna say me.
Oh, you say you, right? And you said, what's your nationality?
Black Puerto Rican.
Hey, that's these people on their sign. I'll say it, man. They're orphans and fatherless, man. Tyrone don't got a dad, right? He grew up with his grandmother. You don't hear so-called white people not having their father in the household, right? Steve Jim III, right? He got his dad's last name, man.
Right.
Got his he knows his father's lineage back to Alexander the Great.
Right.
But we don't know any of our lineages, man, because our fathers they got deported, they in jail, or they just dead, man. Read on.
It reads, our mothers are as widows.
Right.
We have drunken our water for money.
What happened to the Native American?
We have drunken our water for money.
Right. Hey,
Y'all we drink our water for money. Right now, rain falls freely from the sky, but guess what? You gotta pay a water bill. That's in the Bible. That will happen to these people. Read on.
It reads, our wood is sold unto us.
right.
Our necks, our necks are under persecution.
Let me show you something. Look at this picture. What is he being hung by right now? His neck, right? Isn't it under persecution? Isn't his neck under persecution? Look at their necks. I mean, think about it. Didn't George Floyd have a knee on his what? Was it on his back? Where was it at? It was on his neck. But we're reading this from over 2,600 years ago, man. 2,700 years ago, during the time of Jeremiah. Writing the book of Lamentations, because he's seeing the same people go through the same things, and it's happening to this very day. Go to Lamentations 5 and 13. We're showing you different texts in the Bible. You're not going to hear this in a Christian church.
Right.
They're not going to teach you this.
Right.
This is your true history. Read this.
Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse number 13.
Bring it out.
They took the young men to grind, and the children fell under the wood.
Right.
The elders have ceased from the gate.
Right.
The young men from their music.
Right.
The joy of our heart is ceased.
Right.
Our dance is turned into mourning.
Right.
The crown is fallen from our head.
What the Lord say?
The crown is fallen from our head.
Because the Israelites used to rule the world, man. We had that power during King David and King Solomon, man. but the crown fell from our head. Now, who rules over the Israelites? What nation of people would you say run America? White people. They run the world. Everybody follows their customs.
Right.
Everybody, you have to speak English in any other country where you go to accept the so-called white man. You got the U.S., you got the embassy everywhere you go. You got to wear a tuxedo.
Right.
I mean, the Chinese men, they used to have their, their wardrobes. The Japanese men used to do this, and they used to sit on pillows and, and all types of things. But now they have to shake hands. Why? Because you have the so-called white man that rules the world and that put these people into slavery. Now, why did these people go into slavery? Ezekiel 39 and 22. Why did these people go into slavery? Was it because white people were stronger than them? Why did they go into slavery? You said there was more of them? Okay. That's an answer. What would y'all say?
They have more access to
Okay. I got you. What if I told you on a carnal level it was a conspiracy, but on a spiritual level it's because these people departed from their God.
Right.
They made a contract with God during the time of Moses, and when they broke that contract with God by serving other idols and other gods, the Lord gave them into the hands of their enemies.
Right.
Go to Song of the Three Holy Children, chapter 1 and verse 9, and I'm going to show you that in the Bible. This is all, y'all know what prophecy is? Prophecy, yeah, it's a foretelling of the future. These are things that's being foretold, and you're seeing it right now live out in America 2023 AD. Right, read what you got.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 39 and verse 22.
Bring it out.
So the house of Israel shall know. So the what? So the house of Israel shall know.
The nation of Israel is going to know what?
That I am the Lord their God. Right. And I am the Lord their God from that day and forward. Right. And the heathen. And the who? And the heathen.
The heathens are everybody that's not on that sign, the other nations that God didn't choose. You know what?
Shall know. Shall what? Shall know. That what? That the house of Israel went into captivity.
They went into slavery for their what?
For their iniquity. For their what? For their iniquity. What? Because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them.
So God gave us into the hands of our enemies for breaking his laws, statutes, and commandments, and he turned his back on us. Right? He turned his face from us, man. And guess what? Now we are in the hands of lawless enemies. Go to Song of Songs. Go read that. What you got?
It's the book of Songs of the Three Holy Children. Chapter 1 and verse number 9.
Right.
And now we cannot open our mouths.
We cannot what?
We cannot open our mouth.
What happens when you open your mouth against the American government? Huh? You'll be silenced. They're going to put you in the grave. They're going to show up to your house. You're going to have helicopters all over you. People watch you at your job.
Right.
Your phone line going to be tapped.
Right.
They got you, man. You cannot open your mouth in this place, man. You know what?
It reads, we are becoming shame.
We are becoming what?
We are becoming shame.
I mean, think about it. How do you think these nations look at black people? Nigga. Negro. I mean, how do these nations look at you, brother? They don't honor and respect you. Right. They tell their kids not to play with you, man. Right? They come on the other side of the street. He got dreads, and we can't see his face. He must be a thug. That's how they look at our people, man. Right. You know what?
It reads, and reproach to thy servants,
right,
and to them that worship thee.
Right.
Yet deliver us.
What the Lord say?
Yet deliver us.
Don't you know that these people are looking for a deliverance? We're looking to get the hell up out of this place, man. We're trying to be delivered from the hand of our enemies. We want to rule the world, man. I mean, every nation of people rule the world, man. The Hamites ruled the world, the Egyptians, right? You got the Assyrians that used to have that had an empire, man. Right? You got the Persian and Median Empire, Greek Empire, Babylonians. Right? Where's our empire at, man?
Right.
Where's the empire of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Hey, bro, let me ask you a question. What's your nationality? Yeah. Huh?
Northeastern Africa.
Northeast. Where's that? Northeast or northeastern? Sudan. They had an empire, man. The Sudanese, man. They had an empire, man. But where's the empire of the blacks, Hispanics? Don't you know there's going to be a kingdom set up that shall never be destroyed? So if you are an Israelite, what do we have to do to get out of these conditions that we're in today? If we broke God's commandments, what would we have to do? Huh? Repent? Okay, and start to do what? to keep his what? To keep God's commandments.
Right.
We will have to turn and change and keep God's commandments. If you are an Israelite on that sign, go to 1 Kings 8:47. Don't you know the kingdom of heaven was set up only for the Israelites? Have you ever heard that? Or did y'all think kingdom of heaven was for everybody? Y'all thought the kingdom of heaven was for everybody? It's only for the Israelites. It's only for God's people, man. That's a promise he gave to his people. But they never got that promise because they're too busy serving their punishment in a land that doesn't belong to them.
Right.
Right? Read what you got.
Book of 1 Kings, chapter 8, and verse number 47.
Break it out.
And it reads,
So this is the remedy.
1 Kings 8:47.
Break it out.
Yet if they shall rethink themselves,
If we rethink ourselves, meaning what? If we self-reflect, if we look in the mirror and say, okay, I need to stop calling myself black, Puerto Rican, and Native American. I'm an Israelite according to God, and this is what I have to do. Right, read on.
in the land, whether they were carried captive.
This is the land that they were carried captive. America. Weren't we slaves? Weren't we slaves in America? Isn't this the land that Israelites were carried captive? Yeah. So in this land, if we bethink ourselves, read on.
And repent.
And we what?
And repent. And make supplication unto thee in the land of them that carry them captives, saying, we have sinned.
We have what?
We have sinned.
The Israelites have to say we have sinned so they can start ruling the world again, man. And do you know where their homeland is? Where's their homeland? You said Israel, right? That belongs to who? That belongs to us, brother. It belongs to the black. Did y'all know that?
I got a question.
What's your question?
Do you support Palestine or Israel, though?
I don't support neither of them. You know why?
Yeah.
Because as he said, as the Israel, that brother, and I know that brother's an Israel. As he said, that land belongs to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right.
They're fighting an endless war that don't belong. That land don't belong to them.
Right.
So why are they over there? So I don't support either of them. Do you support them?
I mean, yeah, that's because it's like it's my people, and it's where three of the holy religions came
Aren't they
from.
say you from Sudan?
They're Muslims, and the Muslim people are
Or
my
the religion?
people.
Or the
Yeah.
Islam?
Yeah, so the Muslim people are my people. That's why I support them.
Okay. But did you know Islam wasn't even supposed to be in that land in the first place either?
Right.
That's why the Lord has that happening over there.
Right.
Where was it supposed to be? Wherever Allah was at, man. He wasn't in Israel.
At all.
You know what? He's in the heavens? Yeah. He's standing before the face of the Most High, man. He's waiting to receive his judgment. Go to Exodus chapter 5 and verse 3. In the land of Israel, it's supposed to be truth, equity, honor, judgment, sovereignty. Allah and Islam are not supposed to be there. That's why the God of the Hebrews is judging them in that land, man. Judging the Israelis and judging the Muslims, man.
Last time there was peace there.
When was it peace? Since the so-called white man got there, and you said what? No, there was never no peace there. Actually, Islam was conquering with the sword in eastern and northern parts of Africa during the time of Allah in the 7th century. Read what you got.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter
So
5.
what happened? Oh, I'm sorry. You said what?
That's when there was peace.
And how long was their peace?
For like 40 years.
What was the time period?
15th century.
Go to page 49 of Babylon and Timbuktu, and we're going to see if there was actually peace in that land. Was Islam established by peace?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You sure? All right, let's see. Page 49. We're going to see if Islam was established by peace. And we're going to see what... Khan, I got you. Actually, page 50. Yeah, page 50. Now, we're going to read ancient history, and that's why we always read the Bible, because you have to link up history, because you're going to have other people try to contend the truth. Now, we're going to bring out the truth, and we're going to bring out the history about the Islam and the Muslim religion. This is not the Bible. This is actually the Babylon and Timbuktu. Rudolph R. Windsor was an anthropologist in the 1980s. Hold on, let me finish. He was a historian and an anthropologist that studied the dark races on the earth all the way back to the book of Genesis, or the term of Abraham, or the Sumerian Empire. Now I'm going to show you what he said about Islam and the antiquity of Islam. Read what you got.
Babylon in Timbuktu, page 50.
Right.
The period of patience was past, and he was now determined to propagate his religion by the sword.
What was Islam?
By the sword.
What was Islam?
By the
Talking
sword.
about Muhammad. So because he tried to establish a religion by peace, but when the Jews didn't want to convert to his religion, he got frustrated, and then hold on, can you let me finish? And he started the Islamic and Christianity wars that happened for over 2,000 years. Now hold on.
It reads, for he said, I, last of the prophets,
Because Muhammad said he's the last of the prophets, right? The last prophet, right? Read on.
am sent with a sword.
And sent with the what?
Am sent with a
Why
sword.
would he have a sword if Islam was a peaceful religion?
Okay, when Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam he ruled over Mecca, he could have killed everybody there. He was the ruler. He had the biggest emperor there. But
Did he kill people?
Huh?
Did he kill people?
That's what happens in war.
Well, hold on. I thought it was peace. I thought Islam was established by peace.
After the war, there
So
was
it wasn't established by peace, is what you're saying.
So if you're gonna war, are you gonna kill people or no?
You confounded. Why was there a war? Why was there a war in the first place if it was established by peace?
Because their whole religion was threatened. Like
How was it threatened?
they tried to come and take over. They wanted to kill all the Muslims. The people before
But hold on, it just said he lost patience.
before the city of Mecca was taken over by the Muslims, their goal was to kill the Prophet.
Why
and
did
to
they
take
pray
over.
towards Mecca in the first place?
Huh?
Why did they pray towards Mecca in the first place?
That's just where they prayed to.
Okay, well, let's get the history. Flip one page over. Let's get the history and why they prayed to Mecca in the first place. I'm going to bring out your point. Right? Read right here. Right, read right here. Hold on.
Now look.
Okay, I got you. Read what you got.
Page 49. Muhammad tried to construct his religion
Wait, hold on. Y'all listening?
as closely as he could after the Jewish religion.
After the what?
After the Jewish religion.
Islam came from the Jewish religion. That's why you see a lot of the similarities. You know what?
He favored the Jews.
He did what?
He favored the Jews by accepting many of their laws.
By accepting what?
Many of their laws.
Let's not eat a pork.
Many of their laws.
Right?
And traditions.
And what?
And traditions.
Right?
When the Jews refused to be converted.
Wait, what happened?
When the Jews refused to be converted.
That's why he lost patience. You know what?
He commanded his followers to stop turning to the holy city of Jerusalem in prayer.
Right?
But rather to turn to the city of Mecca.
Do what?
But rather to turn to the city of Mecca.
All facing towards our homeland to pray.
Right.
And then he got mad that the Jews, the real blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, didn't want to follow that dirty Islam.
Right.
And guess what? He said, oh, well, we're going to go towards Mecca. And then we're going to come against the Jews with the sword. And then you have the Islamic and Christianity wars that happened that kicked off.
Wow.
So, no, it was not started by a peaceful religion.
Right.
Not a peaceful religion.
This is what Jesus said in the Bible, okay?
Okay, let's read it. Let's hear it.
All those who take the sword will perish by the sword. No religion on earth is ever peace. There's always war. That's human nature.
Let me make a point. You know why there is war? Because God never gave anybody religion.
Okay,
That's the point. The point of the matter. Hold on, I wasn't done. No, I wasn't done. Hey, you're not going to change the narrative. The point of the matter is, the point of the matter is, Islam, like the brother said, if y'all were listening carefully, because you wasn't even listening. Okay, you doing this. Okay, yeah, good. But you wasn't listening. So I'm going to reinforce what the brother said. Islam was not a religion created off of a peace. You brought out a scripture in the book of Matthew 27 about an Israelite that quoted it. Jesus Christ is an Israelite. He has nothing to do with Islam at all.
Right.
First, hold on. Second of all, you're quoting Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ condemns Islam. So why are you quoting Jesus Christ to advocate a war? Hold on. Why are you quoting Jesus Christ? Listen, why are you quoting Jesus Christ in a scripture to advocate war in Islam when Jesus Christ himself condemned Islam in its entirety?
Okay, can I rebuke
So
that?
that's the point, yes.
Okay, when Jesus, so-called, when he was there, Islam wasn't even around. So how can you rebuke something that didn't even exist? I'm not done.
Go ahead.
I'm not done. You said, before you said...
Let me deal with your first point.
No.
You can't make 2 points.
No, I
The first point is when you had 2 points. You gotta do it in order. I'm gonna deal with your first point. You said, how could Jesus Christ condemn something that didn't exist? Don't you know Islam was prophesied in the Bible? Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
All right then, so go to Deuteronomy 28:64. So we can show you that. So you can condemn idolatry in its entirety. Just because somebody creates a new religion doesn't disannul the law that says idols should not be served.
Okay.
That makes no sense.
Okay.
So read that.
Hey, can I
Book
say
of
something?
Deuteronomy. How can he condemn something that didn't exist? That makes no sense.
Okay, can
The
I say
Lord
something?
has set up laws and commandments that run throughout the course of time.
Okay.
So if a new God is established, it was already condemned when the law was created.
Right.
So bring that up.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 28.
We're going to deal with this one point.
And verse number 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee.
See, read that again.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
The Lord will scatter the Israelites among all people.
From one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Hold on, what did the Lord say?
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
Read that again.
And there thou shalt serve other
You're going to
gods.
serve new gods, newly created. And there thou shalt serve other gods,
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
hold on, read that part again.
Which neither thou nor thy fathers have known.
Read it again.
Neither thou which thy fathers have
You're
known.
going to serve a religion which neither you nor your fathers have known. So Jesus Christ is condemning religions and false gods even before they're created in the time of Moses.
Okay.
Because he's the word of God. Read on.
And even wood and stone.
Even what?
Even wood and stone.
Wood and stone. So you're cut to the bone. Go to Deuteronomy 32 and verse 17. So,
What's the point of debate if you're not letting the other man talk?
all right, talk. What do you got to say? But you have to acknowledge our point that Islam was not created by the peace.
Okay, so what? Christianity wasn't either. Just
We're not Christian. First of all, you're wrong. Second of all, did you acknowledge that point? That Islam is not a peaceful religion. This is not a religion. Just read what you got. But what do you have to say? You have no idea where we're going, but you don't want to let us finish. All right, say what you got to say. Two people can't talk at one time, so who's going to do it?
I'll talk.
You going to talk? You want to let him take authority like that? Wow. That's Islam.
No, just tell him.
So you got it. Okay, cool.
Before we came to, hey, when you let him take
Wait, hold on. Wait, y'all keep interrupting. See, Islam is no order. It's confusion. No order.
What do you mean no order?
Are you going to talk or he's going to talk?
I'm gonna talk. Hey,
Oh, so now you taking authority.
hey.
Wow. All right, what you got to say?
What are they doing? When you pass the mic,
They're just instigating.
Yeah. Did I say anything?
Huh?
Was I interrupting him?
Am I interrupting him?
Y'all was
Is he
interrupting
talking?
each other. We got it in 4K.
Huh?
See that? Wow. Now, what do you have to say? No, what's your point? What do you have to say?
Bro, when I was talking, he was interrupting me.
Do you have a
Bro,
point?
y'all just keep
Do you have a
doing the
point?
same thing.
Do you have a point?
I was making a point.
All right, so keep make your point.
Keep talking
Oh,
about it.
wow. Go to Deuteronomy 32 and 17. He has no point. He's cut to the bone. Deuteronomy 32 and
You said it's
17.
in 4K, go back to my point.
Deuteronomy, chapter 32. Islam, let's get the facts straight. Islam is not a peaceful religion. The Muslims in Islam should not be in the land of Judea or Israel. And God is judging the heathen out the land with ICBM missiles and bombs. That's right. It's the book of Deuteronomy. 32 and 17. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 17. They sacrifice even to they sacrifice unto devils. They did what? They sacrifice unto devils. What is Allah? They sacrifice unto devils. Not to God, right? To gods whom they knew not, right? To God, to new God, to who? To new God, to who? To new God. What is Allah? To new God. What is Allah? To new God. 600 years. Hold on, y'all not even listening. Y'all just up here scorpion. Right. To new God. How am I interrupting you? I asked if he had a point. He told me to keep going. You just got here. You wasn't even here. Where did you come from? You just spawned up here. Right. Read on. All right, what's your point?
Can't even make
Go back to my point. You said don't interrupt me.
Can you repeat your point?
Listen, he had a point, but then you cut him off.
Okay, and I'm asking you nicely. Can you repeat his point? Your man's just setting you up and you're failing every time. He's giving you the love.
I'm catching the love right now.
What's your point?
I'm about to dunk it. Let me talk.
But to be honest,
you said no religion. Okay, you said no religion is based on what? War, right? Christianity.
No, I said Islam. I didn't say that. No, but he can't misquote me. You see that? That's a witness. He can't misquote me.
Okay, my bad. You said Islam is every religion is. And the Bible you're reading from, Jesus himself.
I said Islam was created by
why are you
peaceful
interrupting
religion.
me now? Exactly.
Because you're misquoting what I said. You're misquoting it.
Bro, you're reading from the Bible.
So what does that mean? Hold on.
There's no point in stepping on it.
Hold on.
You don't have to disrespect other religions.
Yes, we're gonna disrespect false things. It's not real. That's not Jesus Christ.
I know, but why are you stepping on it?
Wait, hold on. I thought you was a Muslim.
That's not what he looks
I
like.
thought you was a Muslim.
That's not him, but why are you stepping
You
on
don't
it?
even believe in Christ. I thought you was held up. They don't even know what's going on. Read about it.
He's a prophet. There's no point.
So that's Jesus Christ.
That's not him, but there's no point in stepping on him. You're thinking
No, because he's not him. That's Caesar Borgia.
You're making
I thought you knew history.
You're making
Prove
it
you
seem
know.
as if we're talking
They
about
sacrifice unto devils, not to God. To gods whom they knew not. To new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not.
Now let's read about one of these gods. Read on.
Of the rock.
What is Islam?
Of the rock.
What is Muslims?
Of the rock.
What's the cobblestone?
Of the rock.
What's the dirty pebble?
Of the rock.
Read on.
That begot thee.
That what?
That begot thee.
God in the Bible in Deuteronomy said this people will be sacrificing unto rocks. And what do you have today? People journeying all over down to Mecca just hump a rock, man.
Right.
That's what they going around 7 times on a rock like this.
Right.
And he's laughing because he knows it's true, man. They get tired jogging around a rock that never moved. Go to Wisdom of Solomon 13 and verse 13. That rock never moved. Never moved. It's still there. Literally.
I don't know what this is. I'm just asking what is that. Okay, how about we calm down and let's talk like normal people, bro.
And then see that? In the Quran, it tells you to study the Bible. You know why? Because what does the Quran mean in Hebrew? Does anybody know what the Quran means?
I don't know it by heart.
You don't know?
It means to recite. What was Allah, or it's like, what was Muhammad trying to recite? No, he was trying to recite the Bible.
Right.
And he turned it into the Quran. That's why you have a lot of the laws that...
Are you serious right now?
That's history.
You're saying the
Did you
Bible,
not know that?
you're saying Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was reciting the Bible and turned it into the Quran?
That's history.
That's not what it is. That's not
That's
what it is.
history.
Okay, wait. The Quran
So where did the Quran
was
come
from
from?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself. It wasn't a Bible and turned into the Quran. Hold on, watch out. There's no way you're saying,
Can you prove that?
no way you're saying the Bible was, no way you're saying.
We can prove that.
We'll prove it right now.
Where's the Babylon Timbuktu? We can prove that back out.
Okay, how about we use the Quran? How about we use the Quran? You guys keep using the Quran.
Oh, you want to use the Quran? We can use the Quran too. Go to Sirach chapter 3 and verse 122.
Bring it out. Let's
What's the surah name? What's the
3 and verse 122.
What's the surah's name? What's that?
Akbar. Fuck it. Akbar. Surah Akbar. Surah Akbar 3 verse 122.
Let's get it. Let's get the Quran.
Are you sure there's even a surah called Surah Akbar? He just said. Okay, this is what he said. They're not going to listen. Or he just said Surah Akbar. Akbar. That's not even a surah. Surah Akbar.
This is Surah.
That's not a surah. Surah Akbar, that doesn't exist.
Khan, what you got?
Hold on.
You got it. Oh, yeah, so when you read Surah chapter 32 and verse 23. Surah chapter 32 and verse 23. 32 and 23? Khan, you got it. In the Quran, it tells you to follow the Bible.
Okay, but you just said Surah Akbar.
I don't know the dirty Quran like that.
Don't call it dirty.
It is.
It's not.
But in your Quran, it tells you to follow the Bible.
Okay, so then you just right on what you said.
How? I'm quoting your Quran.
You're saying Surah
Quote a
Akbar.
Bible verse. You can't do it.
That's not even a surah.
You're not making substantial points.
Then you're not knowledgeable.
You're bringing out history.
You can't talk about this if
You
you're
have
not
the
knowledgeable.
Babylon Timbuktu? No, read that. Babylon Timbuktu, page 49. Because you gotta read. You trying to read this? It's a book. It's a history book. Where's your history at? Where's your history? Where's your points?
Where's the authentication on this book?
Where's the authentication?
Where's the authentication? How can we trust it?
Yeah, y'all go to school, right? Y'all go to school, like, how old are you, like 19, 18?
No, 16, 17.
16, what school y'all go to?
We live in Madison.
Y'all ask the principal and the superintendent what's the authentication on those books that y'all learn?
ARP never came up.
So y'all don't learn about books? Y'all don't read textbooks? I'm asking y'all, do y'all ask the superintendent or the principle was the authentication on the books that drive your curriculum? Yes or no? Do y'all do
No,
that?
because we just do it for the
Why
grade.
not?
We just do it for the grade. We just do it for
Why,
the grade.
hold on, why not?
We just do it for the grade.
So should you trust it?
No, we don't give no. I don't give no.
Y'all don't
shit.
trust it?
It's just his. I don't care
But
about
y'all work hard
We
on
just
something
do
y'all
it
don't trust.
for the grade. For the grade.
Y'all do work hard on it. Y'all know y'all gotta work hard on it. The point I'm making is don't be a hypocrite. If you don't do it in one form of academia, don't do it in another. You'll be a hypocrite. I'm sure hypocrisy is condemned in Islam.
They didn't lie at that point.
Exactly.
They would lie about that though.
Why? You don't even know this. Have you ever heard this? So how would you know if it's a lie?
Wait. History has nothing to do with science.
Exactly.
Science is a repetition.
He's big on it. I know you're Israelite. Look what you got.
History is
No, hold on. To cut your point, to say, well, okay, but we have evidence and you don't, so we're up one.
You still That's like going to court and saying his evidence is wrong. I can't trust his evidence. We have no evidence of your own.
Right.
Where's your evidence? You have none.
The Prophet Muhammad, the Prophet Muhammad adopted many principles.
He did what?
Adopted many principles. Adopted many
It's
principles.
confusing. They don't know who it is. I know. I get to talk next. I get to bring up this point. No, you go bring up this point.
Right.
I don't know what's going on. And they still don't get involved over there. You know?
And laws.
Hey, keep Palestine locked up, man. Keep Palestine locked up, man. Read this, man.
It reads. And the
Talk to
laws.
who? Who's I share? Who's that? Bring us shut down here. Bring him down here.
Bring them down here. All y'all looking like little kids on my home.
You're not even taking it serious.
All my homies.
I'm not.
You say he's from Northeast Africa? Yeah, y'all would talk like that in your household.
Right.
Yo, down, smack that out on my homie. What does that mean? Yeah, you trying to be black. You trying to be an Israelite. Yeah, read this.
It reads. And laws.
Real Jakes don't tie their Air Force Ones. Read this.
And laws from the Jewish religion. First of all, the basic idea of monotheism.
The what?
The basic idea of monotheism.
So, did y'all know that Allah or Islam, y'all used to serve 360 gods before the basic idea of monotheism? Y'all didn't know that, did you? Y'all didn't know that, did you? No, I'm not being open-minded. I don't want to be open-minded about that.
Right.
We're closed-minded. We're only open to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right?
Right.
Don't you think it's disrespectful that you're talking trash about other religions? If you want to make a point, don't you have to be nice and respectful?
Nice and respectful to make a point. Don't you? You know what's disrespectful? You know what's disrespectful? The sub-Saharan slave trade was disrespectful. The sub-Saharan slave trade, and he's laughing about it. And he's laughing about it. 13 million people were castrated.
We know that.
13, so wasn't that disrespectful?
We agree with
So,
you guys
no.
about our people being enslaved. We agree that that's fucked up. That's not
It's messed up, right?
We agree with that.
And it was under a false religion too. So why we will agree to that? Because there's only one true God. Go to 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 8. There's only one true God, and that's Yahweh. And that's Yahweh. That's right. Yahweh destroyed Allah. Right. Don't you know Yahweh is over 144 to Allah? What's wrong with these damn Islams, man? Yahweh is still gonna throw them bombs, and Allah can't get one, man. What you got, man? 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 8. Don't y'all got a curfew? Don't y'all got a curfew?
1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse number 5.
Bring it out.
For though there be that are called gods, whether in heaven or in earth, as there be gods many and lords many, but to us,
But to what?
but to us,
But to what?
but to us, there is but one God.
There's what?
There is but one God, the Father, of whom all things are all things, and we in Him, and one Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, by whom are all things, and we by Him.
That's self Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You ain't got to contend with these demons, contend with the doctrines, contend with all these things. And guess what, man? That's why we have to know our book, because these other nations, they're going to continue to try to place their ideologies on you, man.
Right.
And see that? And that's, hey, he said, I know their book better than they know them, right? What's going on?
They saying they're better than their prophet because Muhammad believed in the Bible, so if they go and say they didn't believe in the Bible,
Out of the mouth of babes, man. See, hey, he believed in our Bible, man. Right, but guess what, man? That's why you gotta have truth. You gotta have knowledge up here, man. You gotta understand. You gotta study to show yourself approved, man. Go to 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 15. That's what it looks like when you don't study to show yourself approved. You start spewing different things, and then when you have the opportunity to talk, you have really nothing to say. And that's what it is at the end of the day, man. Go to Amos chapter 4 and verse 12. Read what you got.
It's the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 15.
Break it out.
Study to show thyself approved.
What the Lord say?
Study to show thyself approved unto God. A workman.
They're not workmen. They're lazy men. They don't know anything about the Quran. We was pulling verses in their own Quran, and they didn't know anything about it. It was confounded. They didn't know what the word Quran meant. They didn't know Islam was not started by peace, but by a sword. To rape and kill. Yeah, man. To eat pork under certain dire service. There's no dignity in the Quran, man. Yeah, you can beat your woman up. You can slap her around like Mike Tyson in the Quran. Yeah. Yes. Well, that's a different topic. But hey, in the Quran, so you can get some boxing gloves, man. It's madness. Look what you got.
And read, study to show thyself approved unto God. A workman that needeth not to be ashamed.
That needeth not to be ashamed. Go to Psalms 47:1. Read what you got. Y'all got flyers? Y'all got any questions? Because the next mighty brother is going to come up here and teach you. Read what you got.
Amos 4:12.
Amos chapter 4 and verse 12. Therefore, thus will I do unto thee, O Israel, and because I will do this unto thee, prepare to meet thy God.
What the Lord said?
Prepare to meet thy God.
Really good?
Prepare to meet thy God.
The Lord is telling our people to prepare to meet their God. And we're preparing our people to meet their God, because I don't know if y'all know, Christ is coming back in these end times, man. And he's not coming back as a nice guy. He's not coming back to hold hands wherever you dropped your debit card, man. All right? Hey, the Lord's not coming back to negotiate with anybody, man.
Right.
To make propagations.
Right.
The Lord is coming back to kill.
Right.
So we're teaching you how to prepare to meet your God. Read on.
Prepare to meet thy God, O Israel.
Oh, who?
O Israel.
Oh, blacks.
O Israel.
Hispanics.
O Israel.
Americans.
O Israel.
We gotta prepare to meet our God. If you're a black, Hispanic, Native American these last days, read what you got.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 47 and verse number 1.
Bring it out.
Oh, clap your hands, all ye people. Shout unto Yahweh.
What the Lord say?
Shout unto Yahweh.
Who we shouting to?
Shout unto Yahweh with the voice of triumph. For the Lord Most High is terrible. He is a great king.
He is a what?
He is a great king.
He is the what?
He is a great king over all the earth.
By Shema Mashiach Yahushua. And with that we say, comb your shoulder. Comb your shoulder.